Tonight, from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports.
This fielded right at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And his first look is incomplete. And, Charles, we get a look here at the key inactives, and I tell you what, a big list for being this early in the season.
If there's any silver lining at all, you're hoping you can get these guys back, and now you'll play well down the stretch with them. But what you're also hoping is that the guys who have to play for them, the next man up mentality kicks in, and those guys take care of business.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll get this into the hands of Travis Fulgham. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. But what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaking up down there on the field. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The numbers for Zeke from last week. 16 carries, 112 yards, and a touchdown.
And give him a ton of credit. He's running the ball really well. But I look at those guys up front. That unit is truly playing as just that. Every move that they make, their teammate understands what that move means and what they need to do. And right now, they're starting to grind it out pretty well.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And now Cooper, slow to get up. Staying down after that last play. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaking up down there on the field. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Hurts throw taken in here by Fulgham.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And a little floater there is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hurts.
He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? Well, instead of 4th down after the incompletion, it'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's got this down to the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. We'll check on his status when we get back. This is Smith with a grab. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jackson. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago. They're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Travis Fulgham, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it.
Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. And no doubt he's come out of the gate strong. Only in week 3, and you see the numbers thus far.
And we always talk about identity, setting a tone, you know, getting the groundwork laid for the season or for a game. And that's what they've done with the running game so far. It reminds me of when I first went to the University of Tennessee. And believe it or not, I was a quarterback for a day and a half. And the first practice session, the first play we ran was 28 pitch, which is a toss sweep. And I remember the offense coordinator saying, that's our identity, that's our bread and butter, that's the basis of our offense. We got to get that down right here, right now. I think we're seeing some of that in this running game here.
So did you not get that down, and that's why you were moved to the defense, or what?
I don't know for that reason, but I do know I saw a couple of guys throw, and immediately they were saying, you know, you need to learn how to backpedal.
Hey, you turn into a heck of a DB, though. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41.
44 yards on the ground for him so far.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Davion Taylor
In there to get him. It's a loss of 5. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Throwing. Prescott.
Oh, he's going up top for Wilson.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
This is brought in at the 21. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
As Sanders with a carry on 1st down as he picks his way forward for a gain of 5.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Throwing is Hurts.
This one over the middle, complete to Fulgham.
Travis Fulgham had some big games in 2020. Claimed off waivers from Green Bay before the year. Spent time on the Eagles practice squad before ascending to the varsity. And they're hoping to see more catches like the one they just saw there.
He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield. And it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Hurts gets this to Sanders.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Here comes Sanders on the toss right. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. On 2nd and 9, Hurts.
This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, the big D lineman almost had it. But 3rd down coming up.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A 1st down throw for Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they work this out past the 25. Prescott on 1st down. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb.
And got his man complete. And he's taken down right at the the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, Prescott.
Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
Steps away to his left. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
They'll run it with Elliott. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
On 2nd down, Elliott once more.
And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fielded just inside the 20. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
17 yards and a 1st down for Philly.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation, because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back.
And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. Devontae Smith,
His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play you would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play. Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
this is Tony Pollard. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a 1st down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Flushed out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. A handoff left. Elliott. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
That's on the guard, Connor Williams.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. The give is to Elliott. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
97 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
This is Elliott. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll try to throw now. Prescott.
He'll get this to Elliott.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down. They'll run. It's Miller. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. First down, Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch.
7 yards to pick up there.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
From the red zone now, Prescott.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Wilson.
And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
And they'll begin by running the option.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, and what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. If they continue to throw these safe passes, who can blame them?
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They go option right on 2nd and goal. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
They'll set up to throw.
And this is caught in the end zone by Jalen Reagor. Touchdown, Eagles.
Jalen Reagor, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Eagles are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first.
Prescott to throw it. That one complete to Elliott. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to...
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off by Rodney McLeod.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Looking to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Following the interception, here's Prescott. He's got his receiver, Cooper. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. One last shot now for Prescott. And they'll get this down to the 10. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Eagles, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs.